Big man into his first fish. Hell of a bite. Picked up the bait and ran off.
Good morning, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the Spooligan Fishing YouTube channel, and welcome back to yet another video. It's a couple of days on now from our Fontygary disaster, let's say. We did mention we were going to go to West Wales, however we've decided against that and we've headed up to Barring to fish the world famous Friars Point. Now, Friars Point is the right-hand side of Barry Island Beach. You may have seen us fishing the left-hand side called Nell's Point. However, we've decided to come to the right-hand side today to do something a little bit different than the norm. This is predominantly a high water mark. However, we've decided to fish low water straight off the front. Now, history does tell me that it fishes really well at low water. And the reason it tells me that is because of my own history. I fished here for many, many years off the front for blonde rays, bass and eels, and done really, really well. A lot of it's been in dark, if truth be told, but today is such a lovely day, we couldn't pass it by. So the plan is fish low water straight off the front and then move up to the top to fish high water and get amongst the crowds, because with it being Saturday, with it being a fantastic day, you can only imagine that up the top this afternoon is going to be very, very busy, especially with a few rays now starting to show at this part of the coastline. I'm here today with the main man himself, the big man, and we've also brought a special guest with us. One of the big man's friends, Rhoose, he's come with us today, so you may just see him on camera later. We're hoping to have a few fish early doors with a bit of luck. I'm sure our fortunes will change today. It was our first session back midweek, a little bit rusty, and probably chose the wrong venue. Wrong time of tide, if I'm honest, for down there. But it was a good catch up, and we've put these plans in place for today, so all positive my end. It's just about ready now for me to get my rod set up anyway. I was waiting for the water just to get off the ledge in front of me there to make it a little bit more comfortable where I can get some decent casts in. Friars Point, just to let you know, is rough to mixed ground out, straight out in front. Slightly to the left then is mixed and clean ground, and then on the left hand side of the point, sort of casting towards sort of an angle out to the channel, is all sand. I like to favour left hand side of the front and then aiming towards Stoopholm. But it's such a good point that you can move around the point and have a couple of casts all along the front here, so I'm sure we'll find some fish somehow. Anyway, I'm going to get the rod stand up, get the rod together. I'm going to use one rod, by the way, at low water, and I'm going to put two out at high water later on. The beach is starting to get busy with dog walkers. Such a lovely beach to walk your dog if that's something you're interested in. And obviously we got the famous Barry Island Fairground just in the background there behind the beach. What a day, what a beautiful day. I'm going to get ready. Keep watching. This one could be interesting. First cast for the big man. My rod's not even set up yet. Very keen. Right, he's fishing straight out in front. I'm going to come to the left of him. Here it goes. Beautiful. Right then, time to get the first rod out. A little bit of a change today. I've brought my T1200s and my bullseyes. Shock horror, I hear you say. Oh, but the 1200s are my all-time favourite century rod. You know, a lot of people do say that they're very stiff. For some reason, I feel that I can use them to my ability. You know, they suit me. So we'll soon find out. They are a stiff rod. They don't suit everyone, but they suit me. And that is all that matters. I'm going to use 7-ounce leads today. In fact, I'm going to go out with an 8-ounce first, just to see what the situation is with that. Because Carl's already out there, and it is a bit of a tide run. So, yeah, I think we'll start with 8-ounce leads. 8-ounce leads, and try one at distance first, and see how we get on. Been a few boats coming up from the foreshore, or Cardiff, where they moor their boats. But 4 or 5 go past now, so do they know something we don't know? Gonna get this lead set up now and get my first cast out. Gonna try the 8-ounce T1200. T1200 Shimano Bullseye 8-ounce lead. Let's have it.
Big man into his first fish. Hell of a bite. Picked up the bait and ran off. The big call is a blonde out on the top. Let's get down there. Here we go. Here we go. It's paid off. It's paid off. You're gonna have to keep skipping it over. There's a river in front. Here it comes. Here it comes. Keep coming.
First cast magic. Lovely blonde ray. Nothing massive, but you know, easy five. Yeah, easy 5-6 pound. Nice darker on him as well, isn't it?
The plans are paying off.
Yeah. Awesome. Nice early start.
Yeah, let's get him back in and get the rods back out. Beautiful. Right then, it's time to have that first cast and bed the line in. T1200 Bullseye. Let's see how it goes. Success. Lovely. I think that's going to bed the braid in lovely. I'll have one more cast and I think we'll be ready to start fishing. I'll bring you back when I'm baiting up. You've probably seen it all before, but I'm going to show you again. Sit tight. Bait up time. I brought an array of baits to me today. I've got bluey, a couple of joey mackerel for when I'm at the top of my truck running close. Southwest sea bait squid, anchovies, pilchards, and plenty of it. Hopefully it could be a busy day, and we're here all day, so yeah, it's nothing worse than running out of bait. Right, let's have a look at what we're going to go out with then. I think I'm going to start off with some squid. Squid's always a good starting point on any venue. Gotta go squid, and let's try an anchovy. Seems to do well, or has done in the past on the Bristol channel for the rays. I know that lots of the lads here swear by an anchovy. So the usual for me then, anchovy off for the edge just behind the gills, or still frozen, and then probably, I don't know, just under an inch off the tail. And then the squid I'll split down the middle just like that. I'll just use that then, use that to back up my anchovy. Usual rig, guys, 6-7 foot pulley, or 5-6 foot pulley, whatever it is. I haven't measured this one. 100 pound, oh sorry, Gemini splashdown, bead, swivel bead, 100 pound Asso Classic, swivel, soft crimp, and then down to the business end, the Varivas big mouth extras and my tag end. So with this one then, I'll start off with the anchovy, make sure it's straight. I will just nip it through. So we're like, hang on, my pants. So we're like this. Then I will lay the squid directly on top. So I'm left with that. My favorite cotton, as you all know, is the Tronix Pro. I will start binding that on. And you know the drill with this one, plenty of cotton. I am a plenty of cotton man. To make sure that bait stays on. I will then whip up to the eye of the hook. And then I will push the tag end in and I will whip that. Plenty of cotton around that. Until I get towards the top. Then I'll introduce the Spooligan skewer. It's a fantastic tool. Helps with bait presentation. As I mentioned in the last video, presentation of the bait is one thing. One thing that I have to have. You know, even if it doesn't make a difference, in my head, it works. So, Spooligan skewers in, and then I'll continue up to the top. Finish whipping the squid onto the anchovy and the anchovy onto the rig. What a cracking day. It's almost too good to be fishing. My wife, when she wakes up, will have other ideas and she'll find out that I've gone and I've gone fishing. So my dog will be in the dinner when I get home, but who cares? I'm out fishing. And that's all that matters. Right then, finish the whipping, you know the one. Make the loop, pull the cotton through, pull it tight. Back in the cotton holder in the holster then. Out with the skewer. And then we've got the top hook. So at the moment, we're left with that. I'll put the top hook in now. And then we're left with an absolute fantastic presented anchovy squid wrap. I'll just pull my soft crimp down then. And then just before I cast out, I will pinch that soft crimp just on top of the hook. That will stop that hook from moving and stop my bait from pulling up the line on the cast. 8-ounce lead. I'll just get the 8-ounce lead. Okay, 8-ounce lead on the Gemini splashdown. Like I said before, I favour these when fishing fixed spool, just in case you jerk the cast for whatever reason. And on an imp it does fly off. So if you are a fixed spool user, try out the Gemini splashdowns, and hopefully you can agree with what I'm saying. Here we go then. 8-ounce grip lead. bait into the Gemini splashdown. And that is ready to go out there. Right then, we're ready for the first casts. Big man, already into a blonde ray. He's not here to mess about today. Whereas me, I've been faffing about since I've got you. It's time to man up. Let's just show you what's going down. So the rig I've just showed you, anchovy squid wrap, nice and easy. Let's get it out there. Let's just sort the lead out first. I do use stronger wires when fishing these type of marks. Okay, nice and easy then. There it goes. That is out.
Whoa, what an epic start. Big man into the blondes, first cast. Me, I haven't even got a rod out. Well, I have now, but when you had that blonde, I didn't. Yeah, what a great start. Our plans look like they're paying off. Fantastic news. See, that's what it's all about. Last session didn't go well. Take some positives and put it into your next session. This is living proof of why we do that on every session. Unbelievable. Don't get me wrong, not the biggest blonde, but a blonde all the same. And it's the first cast. We've got a whole day in front of us. Great start. My first rod's out now anyway on anchovy squid. Carl had his on just pilchard. So I have brought pilchards with me. So I will be giving them a bash later on. So I'll go through the bait box one by one and see what's working for me. There's a lovely bit of tide out there. Rhoose, he's just up at the back of us over there. He's fishing on sort of the right-hand side. And we'll all move together then when we get up on the top. Start fishing next to each other. So, fantastic start. Yeah. Oh, really, really happy. You know, Fontygary hitters I had. You don't see after the camera. Went home, beat the wife up, quit my job. I'm only joking. But yeah, you know, it plays on your mind. You get all these plans in to make videos and, you know, create content for you guys to watch and put all that effort in, and it fails by not catching fish. And I know it's not all about catching fish, but you know, catching fish helps. It's a fishing video. But we're off to a flyer on this one. Get yourself a coffee, a pack of biscuits, sit tight and enjoy the rest of the ride. It's gonna be a good one.
Ray number 2, out on the top. I've been called into action again. Here it is. Keep it coming. Here he comes. Skipping across the water. There he is. Looks like a little spotty. There it is, little spotty.
Second cast, second ray. Little spotty. Lovely little fish. So far it's looking good. 2 casts, 2 rays. Hopefully
Yeah,
plenty
well.
more.
Let's get him back in, get the rods back out. Right, I have been having little knocks on this rod. I've got my second rig baited up. I'm going to reel this one in and see if there's anything on there. to be honest, it did feel like a dogfish bite. But let's change bait anyway. Nope, nothing on there. Definitely a dogfish. I'm gonna get the other baits. I've gone with anchovy squid again. Just hit a snag. Let's move over this way.
Oh, yes. I've just had a small bite. I think it was a dogfish bite. Struck into nothing, unfortunately. Big man, second cast, second fish, second species. He's on fire. Yeah, no, do you know what though? To be fair, there's no better feeling than putting a plan in place on the off chance it may come off and it coming off. You know, me, Carl and Rhoose, we're all buzzing. The fish are here, we've got plenty of time left. We're fishing low water, we're going up high water. Today's a good day. What a day to be alive. Hope you're enjoying the video so far. Keep watching, there's plenty more to come, I'm sure. I'm going to get in on some action now shortly. You mark my words. I thought we was in on the action then for a second. There's a lovely bit of tide out there, so you know when there's this tide at Friars, anything can happen. Anything is possible. Come on, let's keep going. Great start.
Yeah, very good.
Very good start. It's the old debate. Dongle against pulley. He's on the dongle, I'm on the pulley. He's had 2 bites and caught them. I've had 1 bite and caught nothing. So, listen, I think it's time you lot settle the debate. What do you think, dongle or pulley? Be interested to see or read your thoughts in the comments. So I will take some time to read them, take what you're saying on board, and I have got dongles in my rig wallet. Are you still using pulleys or are you all out dongle now?
Whole out dongle at the minute. I would have been doing out, I don't know, 6 months.
Yeah.
Something like that. I have lost fish on them, but I've caught a few fish. But like that first one, it went running off. I've either pulled the bait off the hook.
Yeah, yeah.
But I said, you know, I'll give it a couple of minutes. So when I bring him in, as I turned around, he was going again.
Back,
yeah.
Why have you gone over to the dongle?
Don't really know, bro. So
I think it's...
they say catch it, they say, isn't they?
And I think it's
But-
like, it's for some people it's hard not to.
Yeah.
When you see it all over social media
Yeah.
and you see it, people catching and talking about it so much, then I guess it's hard not to.
But the
Just
first,
for me, I'm stuck in my old ways, I guess. It's, you know, it's a pulley rig. Been using it since you were kids, and it never fails, does it?
I say the first time I started using it, I did lose fish tonight. I lost a couple of points tonight.
I think it takes a while to get used to.
But then let the fish settle, as
Yeah,
they say, don't they?
let the bite develop, let the fish get the bait in its mouth, and
Yeah.
you know, once it's actually taken the bait properly, it's
That's it,
available,
yeah.
isn't it? Yeah. If you look behind us now,
They never swallow the hook, really, do.
there's a couple of lads just turned up 1 hour before low water to fish high water. So when I said today is going to be a busy day up top, it's already started. So we're unsure what's going to happen with us when we finish this low water session. Depends on what's going on up there. Depends on where we'll fish for high. As it stands.
Places go down there, isn't it?
Yeah, we've got Nell's Point, we've got White Light. You know, there's them options. Plenty of room on the White Light if there's nobody on there. No, there's nothing saying we're not going to get at the top yet. Fish till probably an hour and a half afterwards, and then we'll make our way up the top and see how we get on.
We only fish till I water, I imagine. We especially the white light. Just
Yeah,
fish is now the way I'm going. And
Oh, there'll be nothing left.
nothing left out there.
There'll be no fish left out there.
I've got the radio for the boats now going.
But, you know, it's
like,
you know, the plans that we, like I say on the camera all the time about putting plans in place, taking something positive from the last video. We did that on our session at Fonty.
yeah.
We spoke about it last night. We put plans in place. It's not something we normally do. Very rare we come here low water, but I just had that feeling that, you know, this may produce some fish with the amount of rays that are coming up and down this coastline. They're getting caught, especially off here and towards White Light and Green Light and so on. thought this was a great option. Never ever anyone fishing low water. No. I've done really well in the past, and yeah, the plans are paid off. It's nice for it to come into play, innit?
We're faulty last week. We always fish faulty in the dark, do we?
Yeah, like I said,
you know, we've had fish in the day, but
it's, you know, it's a different venue in the dark, definitely.
Yeah.
Did we time the tides wrong? Probably. It was an easy session back after them being out on it, so. Yeah. Thought that was someone else turning up there.
I know, I thought.
They love Friar's Eye water. They love it. But on its day, you can do some fish, can't you?
Oh, yeah.
You can do some fish.
And they will chuck a big fish up, real big eel.
Yeah, and I got some joeys with me. I think probably high water. I'll put a joey in close on one rod.
I've got a couple of joeys with me.
Because, you know, when we did the third rod, I was going to bring my third rod, but I never for some reason. When I did the third rod over at Nell's and at White Light, flipping neck, you know, it goes mental. You know, it could be the difference between catching and not catching. So I'm going to try it today anyway.
I was going to bring a third rod, chuck a scratcher out for a white day, you never know. Do you?
Yeah, some fresh bait's always key, innit? But it's a good start anyway.
Yeah.
Well, let's go over and have a catch of a Rhoose.
Changing weather and the whole field start to bring them in. It's getting a bit warmer.
Yeah, it is getting warmer. You know, hopefully now this is the turn and the fish start to move in. Weather's starting to break, hopefully.
Yeah.
You know, and some more fishing coming from us and the team, innit?
Yeah, definitely.
Right, let's go and have a chat with Rhoose then, is it? Yep, back at the Spooligan. Session, it's been cut short, unfortunately. We got up the cliff from low water and headed to the right hand side where we're going to set up and do our second session for high water. Unfortunately, the wind was too powerful. It was unfishable, to be fair. So we had a little look down the left hand side, because we've done pretty well off that side in the past. But there was lots of other anglers there, as expected. Lots of other anglers there that set up already and started fishing. So we didn't want to sort of encroach into their fishing space. We made the executive decision to head home and collect some brownie points off the wives, ready for our sneaky session on Wednesday that they don't know about as yet. We're heading West Wales, so we're really looking forward to that one. Keep your eyes on the social media channels for the video. I'm sure it's going to be a good one, as it always is when we're down that way. But for now, it's time to say my goodbyes. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you all on the next one. Tight lines, everyone.